Okay, welcome to the wonderful world of bechamel. So, if you know how to make this, you can make any other sauce known to man. So, so I do it. Other people do it differently. Tablespoon of butter. I actually measured this time just to make sure that it's, authentically measured and stuff. So throw the melted butter in, 1 tablespoon. And then you want the same amount of flour. Yeah, look at me measuring, right? And you're gonna stir those up together. Doesn't matter if it's all the way melted when you start. It will become all the way melted. Don't let people bug you and spout rules at you that don't matter. Okay, so there we go. So because this is a bechamel, it's a white sauce, you don't have to spend much or any time really kind of cooking this to find a color. All right, so and very quickly, see it's all bubbling. If you like that, make sure you use a little. I'll give you some of these little whisks, or one, because it gets right into the corners really, really well. All right, so there we go. You sort of want it to bubble like that, hard, but just for a sec, because we're not looking to get any color on this at all. And then in here, I have 1 cup of milk. And what I've done is I've grated some nutmeg in it, and I put just a spit of a couple of grains of poultry seasoning. I don't know. I think it just works really well. And this is just going to be a plain bechamel. All of the rules say add it slowly, and no, don't. Just pour it all in. Just pour it all in. And stir. Sorry, I spilt. You do not have to add cold liquid to a roux base, and no, you will not get lumps because okay, I'm stirring it. Okay, and you can feel on the bottom of the pot that it's all incorporated into that milk, and so I turn it up. Okay, I have a glass of wine here. I like a little tiny bit of acid in there, literally a teaspoon. Okay, you do not have to put that in there. And we want to pull this to a ripping boil. I like a little bit of extra black pepper. Some people like white. I like black. And it is salted butter, but still. And some salt. And we're just standing here thinking about the choices we've made in our lives until it gets thick. And yeah, I think I'm going to make you stay here for real time. Yeah, or maybe I could... Can I speed this bit up? I don't know. So my burner on this one goes to 7 or 6 and then high, and I've got it sort of 5.5. So as long as you keep it moving, you really, really can do it quite quickly. And you see, oh, there's absolutely no lumps in that at all. I also have about my person, a jar. There's a little bit of water in that jar because if I decide that this is too thick, because different flour absorbs differently, and if I decide it's too thick, I thin it down with a little tiny bit of water because I think it makes a lighter sauce, and for something like this, I like it to be a little lighter. Once it's thick, you can take it off the heat, and that's where you add... if you add like tarragon, you get a béarnaise sauce. If you add cheese, you have a cheese sauce. You can add whatever floats your boat at that point. So you should know how to make this. Oh, we're starting to get very thick. You can feel it wanting to stick on the bottom. That's fine. That's why we're whisking. These are my favorite little whisks. I use them for everything. They keep everything incredibly smooth. However, if your mother does not give you one of these, you got a fork. Or a spoon, a wooden spoon. When I was a kid, I had this job for the Sunday lunch, Sunday roast. And my job was to make the bechamel we'd take out some of it plain, and that's what I got on my cauliflower cheese because I don't like cheese sauce. And then the rest of it, we would add cheese, and the rest of the family had cheese sauce on top of their cauliflower. So once you get one of these lava boils, you see that everywhere? At this point, this is as thick as it's going to get with the thickening agent. You can keep cooking it down, but I think the texture changes and it gets funny. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I'm going to add a little tiny bit of that water just to kind of slow it down a little tiny bit. And the end goal here, so you know it's right, you take it and then run your finger along it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. That's how you know it's done. I need a spatula. Hold on, I'm stretching. So yeah, that's it. Beautiful, nice texture. You can just put this on pasta, on rice, on salmon. Oh yeah, man. Anywhere. So because I'm going to use it on top of my cauliflower later, I'm just going to pour it into my jar. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you can see the right consistency of it. It's not too thick, not too thin. Absolutely delicious. If you put a lid on at this point when it's hot, it will not form a skin. And you're golden. So there you go. Bechamel. Make it.